Welcome to the Amazing Army. Welcome to the Amazing Army.
All righty. Not planning on going long today. Don't expect that many calls. What a long, long road, bruh. Long, long journey. Let's turn that down. Sorry, I'm trying to get like toilet stuff. The glamorous life, bruh. Y'all don't even understand the glamorous life. Blue Land. Okay. Apparently they have toilet cleaner stuff. Whatever it is. I used to have this stuff back in the day. I just stopped getting it. And you know how it is. When you stop getting it, that's exactly when you need it. Alright, so let's... Toilet... God dog it. I have everything but what I need. How many years has it been, bro? It's been too long. No cap. It's been too long, bro. But I feel like we've overcome the worst of it. So the only thing left is going up, bro. The only thing left is to go up, bro. That's it. Only thing left is up, fam. And that is for all of us. Now, we may be in concentration camps, but at least we'll have each other. At least we'll have each other. That's what y'all have to understand. Toilet cleaning. I think we need another toilet cleaning. Someone just... What did I miss? I missed something. Hey, Frederick, congrats. Hope you'll reach 1 million next. Of course, that's next. Dooman, 28 months. Wow, 20 months. Congrats. Thank you. I appreciate it. Appreciate it. Y'all don't understand, bro. It's been a struggle. Okay? It's been a struggle. A struggle. Y'all don't understand. Y'all don't understand. I was close to a mil a while ago. And then, y'all bastards, bro. Y'all were like, Lucas, you should read this. Nah, I'm joking. Whoa, he dropped a bomb, fam. 300? Fam, you could have cash apped that. No, I'm teasing. Drew Burton says, congratulations. Thank you, Drew. Thank you. Appreciate it. Appreciate it, man, because it has been rough. I'm not gonna lie. It has been rough. But I've pushed through. I wanna say shout out to all the haters. Y'all have helped spread the message, spread the word. Yeah, it's been intense. This new update for Samsung. Actually, she doesn't need anything. I don't know why I keep asking her. She doesn't need anything. Just got a couch, bro. She does not need anything. Bro, 5%. They do not need any... Why do they keep doing this, man? They keep asking for tips on everything. And I'm just like, I might as well just go there myself and get it. What are we talking about? Shaw Magic says, congrats. Can we have a panel to celebrate the 500K? It's only right. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Look at these mofos. Hot damn. Yeah. Is that something, man? Is that crazy? Is that crazy? I don't know. That just feels crazy to me. Because if I had gone on the same path, right? If I just kept it consistent. Because I genuinely could have just lied. I could have lied and just, fed these ignorants what they wanted to hear. Which is what many people do on the right. Because the money's good, fam. It just is what it is. The money's good. You get appearances on Fox News. I had deals, bro. People shooting me up. Hey, I want you this. I want that. Multiple publications. Crazy, bro. Crazy. I don't think most people would have turned that down, bro. Got officers hitting me up on the street, appreciating me for my hard work. Crazy stuff now. Now I gotta watch out, bro. I gotta watch out. Now I gotta watch out. I'm going out just... Baby, check under the car. No, check under the car. Just do a sweep. That's it. Yeah, just do a sweep. You see anything? Okay. All right. Now I'm getting pulled over. They're like, I know who you are. I'm like, fuck. Is that really how you feel about us? No, not all of you, officer. I know you're probably one of the good ones. I know your job is very difficult. Oh, yeah, my hands are on the wheel. No, I'm just saying. No, I absolutely... Woo-wee. What's the Cash App? That's a great question. What is a Cash? I need to put this shit up there, bro. I always thought that shit was corny, to be honest with you. When people are like, here's my Cash App and everything. Like, what the fuck? Like, but at the same time, if you're going to super, it's better to fucking super than to me than to fucking 30% to fucking YouTube and shit. I got to get better at promoting myself. That's one thing I'm going to do better is get better at promoting myself. But half of these people are fucking jackasses, bro. I get people asking me to go on, hey, why don't you come on here? Why don't you come? I'm like, because you're a piece of shit. The other person's a fucking lying piece of shit. And I'm just like, I don't know, man. It's the same thing with people like, hey, we'd like to, for you to sponsor this and everything. I'm like, your product is shit, though. Like, why would I sponsor your product? Your product is garbage. And what the fuck do I need with a... You know what? It's funny. It's crazy, though. Because there was a company that wanted me to do, like, an ad for them for a chair. And it was right after I had bought this chair. Then it was another company who wanted me to do an ad for them after I bought this desk. Because they were going to give me, like, a standing desk. But I'm like, I don't like just taking shit just to take it. I don't like it. Especially if I'm not going to use it. I'm not going to use a standing desk. You know those standing desks that come up and then come down? I'm not going to use that. But what I need to do is start sending like emails or having someone send an email out and be like, hey, I appreciate it. Unfortunately, at this time, I'm not available or I'm not interested in this. If another product comes out, I'd be more than happy to yada, yada, yada. Because I just don't reply. I'm sure they're like, fuck this guy. I'm sure they're like, fuck this asshole. Yeah. But I just, hold on. What was I looking up? Oh, yeah, my Cash App. This new freaking update for Samsung, I am not liking it. There are certain things I do like, but other things I do not like, man. Cash App is theeamazinglucas. It's THEE. It'll be a picture of the Hulk, the Incredible Hulk. Our mod should be fucking doing this, bro. But that's the Cash App, bro. I remember y'all asking, do you have a Cash App? I was like, no, I don't have a Cash App. I have a Venmo. You're like, nah, we don't use Venmo. I was like, all right, let me get a Cash App. But I got spooked with Cash App ever since that, y'all see that video where the black lady was like, hey, they froze my account and everything. And she was like using a Cash App as like a checking account. And they froze her shit. I was like, oh, no. Oh, no. Me no likey. Me no likey. I was not about that, bro. Was not about that, bro. Hit the Cash App. Does Dr. Umar no longer use Cash App? Hit the $sign. $sign FDMG Academy. $sign FDMG Academy. But man, I'm going to do a video. I think I'll put it out tomorrow. Tomorrow on Monday. How much? Because we're on the 17th. We still got a whole lot of week. Whole lot of month left. Whole lot of month left. You know how that works, right? Man, we got a lot of month left. We got a lot of month left, man. That paycheck needs to talk to the month. Like, y'all need to start negotiating or something. Like, y'all got to figure some shit out, bro. Use your Venmo, promote that one, and I got you, bro. I haven't used Venmo in a minute. After my financial fucking turmoil with fucking AMC. Bruh, I still haven't recovered from that. If we being honest. If we've been 100% honest, I still haven't recovered from that, bruh. Still haven't recovered from that. That AMC fucked me hard, bruh. Fucked me good, bruh. Absolutely insane. The Venmo is at Amazing Lucas. It should be a picture of Eisenhower, or what's the bomb called? Eisenhower? Not Eisenhower. What's the movie where it was the atomic bomb? I can't remember. It's the actor who plays that. Excuse me. That AMC fucked me, bro. Y'all don't understand. Like back in the day when I was, a single man. I ain't gonna lie. Oppenheimer. That's it. It's a picture of Oppenheimer. I was killing it. Let me just put them both up. Bro, I invested in two stocks. One, here's the thing. I was such a rookie back then, but I was like, whatever. Because when people tell you, when you got a homie who's like, bro, this is it. Like, I'm putting everything in it. I'm suggesting you put everything in it. I was like, all right, I trust you. Bet, let's go. Bruh. The bank was looking at me crazy. Because they like put a hold on my shit. They're like, Mr. Lucas, we just have to verify this is you because you're withdrawing unusual funds. I was like, no, trust me, this is the investment of a lifetime, right? Because I'm thinking, bro, once I hit this, I'm fucking set for life, bro. Once this shit takes off, I'm good. I'll fucking maybe, y'all maybe see me maybe once a month and some shit. And I'll be by then I'd have superpowers and some shit. Just, yeah, I'm just flying in the air, y'all. Yeah, you can see, yeah, that's what's going on right now. I just wanted to let y'all know I'm doing all right. Y'all take care. Right? That's what I'm thinking, bro. Fam. The first thing, so this was like when I was, because usually when it comes to like stocks and stuff like that, I'm not really high risk or shit like that. I usually do dividends. Based off of what I've read, Ray Dalio and shit like that. Dividends, high yield dividends, companies who have been on the market for at least 20 years plus. Usually don't do non-dividends aside from Nvidia because I'm all about Nvidia. I believe in the AI, I believe in the fucking, technology. But usually here and there I'm pretty safe. Bro, I put it all in. Now, this was before I knew about not overnight, but you know how you can like there's a set time when the market closes, but you can still trade after that. But you have to set up your account for that. I didn't know anything about that, bro. Didn't know anything about that. Sure enough, y'all know how it is. Some of you guys know. It skyrockets up. Skyrockets up, right? But this is after the market is closed. So I'm like, bro, I'm good. I'm set. Dubs, right? Pour the champagne. Like, this is it. We done. Now, it started going down as the time went on. And when it came to Monday at 6 a.m., it wasn't anywhere near that. So I was like, you know what? It'll probably have another bump. No other bump. As a matter of fact, it got taken off the fucking NASDAQ. And y'all know what that means once it gets taken off the NASDAQ. Bruh, I was shook. I was fucking shook. I can't remember the ticker symbol, but I was shook. Bro. I was shook. Then AMC came around. I was like, all these mofos were talking about, Lucas, it's going to the moon, fam. To the moon. They were coming out with t-shirts. AMC to the moon. Let's go apes. I was watching everybody. I remember, what's his name? Lou. There's this dude named Lou and everything. I was watching him. I was watching everything. I was like, look, oh, fuck yeah. I was like, okay, this is it. AMC's well known. Despite all the reports, right? Because the reports were showing that their financials were shit. It was showing that they were just fucking bleeding money. Like, they were going to close. But I was like, nah. Because there's so many, and I get the cult mentality. Because there were other people around me that were going, this is it, bro. You got to trust. Man. You got to trust the plan, bro. This is going to the moon. And every once in a while, it would go up. And people were like, oh, these sons of bitches, they fucking suppressed it. They stopped it, right? They stopped it. They paused the ticker. I was like, okay, all right. and then we'd go down, and then it'd go up a little bit, but it was nothing because we were expecting a squeeze. That's what we were expecting. Everybody was expecting a squeeze. So I'm like, okay, how high can it squeeze to? So I'm doing the math. I'm like, if I buy this amount at this price and it squeezes to fucking $20, like, bro, I'm fucking set. Like, all it needs to do is squeeze to $20. So I'm hedging my bets. Because people are like, yo, when it squeezes, you gotta, you gotta know when to get out. You have to know when to get out. I was like, all right, bet. So while everybody's waiting for 100, 200, whoop-de-whoop, they were throwing around crazy numbers. I was like, well, just give me 20 and I'm good, bro. That's how much I had at AMC. Fam. Till this day, AMC hasn't squeezed. Then freaking Roger Aaron, or I think that's his name, he comes out and talking about, no, we haven't seen any fake synthetics, because that's what we were talking about. Oh, it was synthetics. It's synthetics. They're not even selling real fucking shares. It's synthetics. I was like, okay, synthetics. Okay, bet. Yeah, bro. I had to sell with a fucking loss. And when I mean a loss, I mean a crazy loss. I'm talking about like retirement, fucking real estate investment. Crazy loss. Hey, 500K long overdue. Congrats, sir. Thank you. I could have done it without y'all. Cause yeah, I sold at a crazy fucking loss, bro. Like, the meme where it's where he's like, I don't think I'll ever recover from this. Fam, it was brutal. It was fucking rough. It was fucking rough. Man. Crazy loss. But yeah, still here, still alive. So now you know how it is. Once you burn through it, I mean, you just have to rebuild it back up. It just is what it is. You got to rebuild it back up. That's the only option. You rebuild it back up. So yeah, bro. 2 hits back to back. 2 crazy. And we ain't talking like baby hits, not like 50K, 80K, 100. No, we talking about big boy hits. And 2 big boy hits back to back. Yeah, bro. Yeah. They definitely, I definitely got burned. Definitely hard, bro. Burnt. Crispy, bro. Kyle Denson says, thoughts on Kristi Noem, DHS secretary, consider reality show where immigrants compete for citizenship. We are literally a circus. Yeah, I saw that, bro. Yeah, I saw that. I haven't done a video on it. I've been meaning to do a video. Me and wifey had a long day today. Just going furniture shopping, and y'all know, for the married men out there, y'all know how much fun furniture shopping is. So that's where we've been. That's where we've been. Does this feel hard? Yeah, I'll just simply say, yeah, this feels kind of hard. Yeah, I think this feels hard too. What about this one? Okay. So does it come with the piece? Now, I don't know very much about furniture. I don't give a fuck, okay? My furniture in all my places I've stayed at has been a bed. That's literally it. Like, I was forced to get a couch because it was like a big ass room there and there was nothing there. I'm like, what do I need, a couch for? I ain't gonna have no parties or some shit. Because people usually get couches and stuff like that to invite people over. I'm like, I ain't inviting anybody over. The only people who I'm inviting over are people I'm sleeping with. That's it. And girl, you're not gonna sit in the living room. We going straight to the bedroom. So I don't know why I need a couch for. I don't, like, what the fuck? I don't understand. We can get some bean bags and call it a day. But that's what I was thinking. I was like, I had a TV, never used it. Like, I watched everything from my monitors, right? Because I was sitting, I was at my computer most of the time. So, like, the TV was just there just for cosmetic. So I got a TV. So eventually I got, a couch. I was like, okay, whatever, a couch. Because, friends at the time, they're like, bro, you need a couch, bro. Like, what are you doing? I was like, what do I need? Like, a couch? Okay, whatever. Anyways, Anyways, we got this because apparently there's something called an ottoman. An ottoman is a little square thing that sits with the rest of the furniture, the couch furniture set or whatever it is. I don't know, bro. But yeah. So I learned something new. And apparently there's like pieces and stuff like that. Apparently they come in pieces and things like that. And I'm like, like, okay, what's the difference? Like, what's it matter? I don't understand. But so there's like they have certain fabrics where it's washable. Apparently there's washable couches and stuff like that. Okay. But how I want it set up is not how she wants it set up. Because I'm like, I got this big ass TV. I mean, I don't use a TV, but still. You know, big ass TV, and like the seats are all the way in the back. I'm like, why don't we put the couch a little further up so we can be sitting out in front of this big ass TV? She's like, well, what? That's the whole point of it being a big ass TV, so you can sit back and see it. And I'm like, bruh. And she's one of those that wants open space. I like this space to be open. I don't give a fuck. I'm so chill. I just don't care, bro. I don't like. Doesn't matter to me, fam. It really open space, closed space. Cause they talk about traffic. There's I don't know all the jargon and shit like that. But I'm like, an open space for what? Like, what do we? It's just good so it's clear so people can go. All right, bet, got you. Okay, all right. Cause I wanted the TV next to the fireplace. She didn't want it next to the fireplace. I was like, why? That's perfect, right? Come Christmas, you can sit down right next to the fireplace and everything. You know. I just don't argue because it's I don't care that much. To be honest, I don't care at all. As long as I have somewhere to sleep, I'm cool, bro. I'm cool. You can do whatever you want. But then you have all these plants, bro. All these plants everywhere. Plants here, plants there, plants all over the place. But once again, I don't care. Okay, cool. You like plants? Knock yourself out. I don't do plants. I didn't have not one fucking plant in any of my places. Not one plant, bro. I had a fake plant. I had one fake, like, what do they call it? A centerpiece? I had one fake little centerpiece, like, in the middle of my room. That was it. It was a fake plant. That's it. What the fuck? Like, what are we talking about, bro? For me, a place is the same thing as, like, a car. I just needed to get to point A to point B. I just need somewhere to sleep. That's it. Like, I don't understand. I need somewhere to sleep. And, like, what are you really doing at your place? I don't understand. I don't get it. Like, I'll sit in the bed, be on the TV, watch something. Like, I don't understand. I don't need it to be cosmetically like, oh, wow, this is so what? Like, because I've noticed with everything, even women, that shit fades, bro. You can come home to a mansion, and after like a week, that shit's gonna be like, yeah, okay. Because then it becomes just more. One thing I realized, the more space you have, the more shit you're gonna find to fill it up. Now, I'm not like that, but I'm not gonna say who is, okay? I'm not gonna say who it is. Because she was talking about, she wanted this counterpiece, not this counterpiece, this TV set or something, right? I'm like, why do we need a TV set? Like, well, because the TV is lonely. That's what she said. I was like, what the fuck do you mean the TV is lonely? What the fuck are you talking about? There's a little thing underneath the TV in case you need to put anything there, like DVDs or something. She wants a whole piece. And all I'm thinking to myself, what are we going to do with all these cupboards, bro? There's like cupboards on the bottom, cupboards on the side. What the fuck are we going to do? You want to know something? I'm thinking to myself, that's just going to be empty space. She's thinking, well, I can put this here. I can put that there. I can put this. I'm just like, no, we don't need it. That irritates me, bro. I'm very, very much a minimalist. Minimalist, like I don't, bro. It's a TV on the wall. That's it. That's all we need. No. It's bare. Like when it comes to hanging up shit, I'm not gonna. I've never hung. That's a lie. I did hang up my posters in my last place. I did hang up. I have like 3 Spider-Man posters: Spider-Man 1, Spider-Man 2, and Spider-Man 3. Spider-Man 2, of course, is higher than 3 and 1 because I think that's the best one out of the trilogy. So I have that right in the the living room. So when people come in, they see Spider-Man 1, 2, and 3. But aside from that, that's it, bro. I'm not hanging up because to me, like, why do I want to ruin the walls? I gotta ruin the walls to hang up stuff. So, all the decoration, all the no frame. Of course they're framed, bro. Of course they're framed. She didn't even like the frame. She was like, you need, if they're gonna be in the living room, you need to give a different frame. I'm like, what's wrong with the frames? There is like little plastic, covering over them, but it's shiny. It looks cool. But she's like, you need to get eventually you need to get new frames. Well, what do I need to get new frames for? It's my house. What the fuck? Like, how you gonna judge me in my fucking place? Like, that's what I don't understand. Like, I wish somebody would come over to my place. Really? That's what you're gonna put there? Yeah, bitch. Oh, you don't like it, you can leave. I don't know what to tell you. That's just me. That's just me, bro. That's just me. But especially, that's become really me as time has gone on. Really me. Really me, bro. Because goodness gracious. But nevertheless, there's paintings and stuff like that. Now, some of the paintings are cool. We picked out one. I was like, yeah, I like this. This is a cool painting. I think we picked out 2 paintings. Now, some of the paintings I have them up, but they're like Spider-Man, so they're in my room. But I'm just like, I don't know.
Welcome.
And then I told you all about the mirror thing, right? I told you all about the mirror thing where she wanted to. We had to switch the mirror because we had this big ass oval mirror. I'm like, okay, what's wrong with it? She's like, no, we need a new mirror. It's like, what you need a new mirror for? What's wrong with this one? It doesn't have she explained all the things wrong with it. Okay. So I told y'all how she told me that the mirror makes the room look bigger. Oh, okay, I get you. Had no idea. But I agree, the mirror does make the room look bigger. Okay, but it's a big room to begin with. So how do you make a big room look bigger? Okay. But anyways. So it's been fun. So we went looking for this new couch and everything. And yeah. That was fun. Because they had this one couch. The couch that has the coaster seats in it and stuff like that? I like that one. That's the one I like. Because you can recline in it and you just be sitting back and everything. She was like, that looks like a movie theater. I was like, yeah, what's wrong with that? We got a big ass TV. Well, why not? She's like, we can get that once we have a movie theater. I was like, okay. Got you. Okay, got you. All right. Let me get my money up, not my funny up. All right, fair enough. But that's what I was thinking. I was like, this is nice. This is kind of cool, man. Got a little coaster thing, right? Got a little coaster seat there. Recline and that, like, oh, all right. No, Lucas, no. See what I'm talking about? These bougie ninjas, bro. These bougie ninjas. Get the sofa now before it goes up in price. There's no going up in price, bro. I've never come across a cheap sofa. Never. Sofa's always expensive. Kyle Denton says, thoughts? I already read that. Vaso Boy, appreciate it. Aaron says, you had that Omni-Man scene from the Adam Eve special going through your mind, HUD. No. Never. But I'll tell you, I think I showed y'all. This is what wifey got me a while back. Before she was wife. Y'all see it? Fucking awesome. I was like, okay. This is how I knew she was wifey material. This is how I knew she was wifey material, bro. This is how I knew. This is how I knew she was wifey material. I was like, oh, okay, this is wifey material. I was like, oh yeah, we gotta put a ring on it. Yeah. This is. So when I get cold, I put that on, bro. I was like, yeah. She earning her rock. I'll give her that. She earning her rock. Touche. She earning it. Okay, I'm taking note. Anyways, back to this fucking hustle of 500K. Your boy had to be a slave to get to this 500K, bro. It's insane. I'm gonna start a second channel besides the animation one. I'm like just Coon TV. That's what we're gonna call it, Coon TV. Maybe that's what we'll do. We'll call it Coon TV, and it'll just be a bunch of just fucking coonery going on. And I guarantee that channel will probably hit 500K by the fucking end of the year. That channel will probably hit 500K by the end of the year. I'll call it like Black Fatigue or something. Black Fatigue. 500K by the end of the year, bro. Hey, you gotta make monies off of these races, bro. I don't know what to tell you. You gotta make monies off of them, man. It just is what it is. You gotta be smart, man. You gotta be smart with it, bro. Coon TV, I might watch. See, told you. Oh shit, why did I fucking unpin my fucking thing? Damn. Fuck, where did I post it? God dog it. I don't even know where I posted it. Coon TV. See what I'm talking about? I gotta... Shit. I don't even know where I posted it. Anyways. Thank you, Davey T. Thank you, Davey T. Coon TV. How to as a host? Bet. I'm down for that. I'm down for all that, bro. Y'all should come with some ideas. I'm down for them. Let's do it. You got to add it to the banner at the bottom. Yeah, absolutely. Coon TV. I'll change it. I'm gonna do that, bro. That's exactly what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do that. Change it to Coon TV. And it won't even be edited. I don't even think I'll edit the videos. Like, I ain't gonna do any zoom ins, no graphics. It'll just be like, I don't know, me and I don't know, 40 ounce or something. I'm trying to think. And an Xbox controller. A MAGA hat. I think I'll wear my MAGA hat. Listen. Hello, everybody. Hello, everybody. Welcome to Coon TV. What are they thinking? I'll tell you what. I have black fatigue. Okay? It's real. Will Lawful Luke make an appearance? Lawful Luke. We haven't had the need to have Lawful Luke, to be honest with you. I mean, besides that last story where the father off the officers. But yeah. Carcoon TV. Turn Anton Daniel and other coons into carcoon characters. That's a mouthful. That's what she said. Carcoon. I mean, it is what it is, bro. Jumpsuit says, yo, the Westmore veto and reparation study has me conflicted as a Marylander. FBA's going bananas right now. Here's the thing I don't understand. 47 months of first Noel. Salute. Congratulations, bro. Thank you. I appreciate it.
Amazing Army.
I wanted to do a stream so we could hit it, on the stream, but excuse me, it happened before we could stream. Shit, I didn't even know. I saw someone else's tweet that they were like, congrats, Lucas. I was like, oh boy. I was expecting some racist shit. Like, congrats on being a dumb N-word. Like, bro, that fucking Twitter app, bro, they on some demon time on there. So I was reluctantly reading it. I was like, congrats. Oh shit, I hit it. Fuck yeah, let's go. Hell yeah, let's go. Oh, man. But yeah, that's what we're gonna do. But here's the thing with Westmore, because I know Westmore vetoed the thing, but isn't that what the FBAs were complaining about, that they didn't want to study? Is that not what they were complaining about? Am I tripping? Because he's like, hey, don't do a study. We don't need a study anymore. We need some action.
Welcome to the amazing.
All right, bet. Optimum Targaryen says, congrats for hitting 500K. Been here since the first one. Damn, that's crazy. That's crazy. Some of y'all know we've been through it, bro. We've gotten hacked like twice. Man, it was a fucking dude from I think it was Afghanistan, Russia, or one of those places, bro. Shit was wild, bro. Remember we had an Elon video showing up and people were like, Lucas, there were people in the comments talking like, yo, is this real? I was like, bro, come on. No, it's a scam, you dumbass. Yeah, it's been wild. Yeah, they had us watching Tesla lives. Oh man, bruh. Shit is crazy. Then people are like, "Oh, he's lying, man. His account wasn't hacked." Do you remember all that bullshit? I'm like, how you gonna tell me he just removed his videos? Like, how you remove shit? Why would I remove that shit, bro? That doesn't even make any sense. I'm still getting paid off of them. I would still get paid off of them. Why the fuck I would remove all those videos? That's like fucking years worth of content. Mofos, bro. Crazy. It's been a long recovery. Facts. Yeah, man. Yeah, bro. It's been rough. Back to Westmore, I don't get what the issue is. Because the bill was to establish a commission to study reparations. And for minors, now, I agree with the whole study reparations. I'm all about that. But it wasn't the FBAs who were upset about that. They were like, we don't need any studies. We want action. We want tangibles. And it's like, that's what he said. He said, we not studying anymore. We need to do something about it. I was like, okay, bet. What you gonna do about it? The issue I have is the whole people of color. Like, wait, how do we go from people of color? How do we go from reparations for child slavery to people of color? I don't know about that one. So, I don't get what the issue is, to be honest with you. Because when I was talking about, hey, there has to be a commission, because that's how you get reparations. That's how everyone else has gotten reparations. People are like, nah, we don't need a commission. You just told black people to go to hell? This is interesting. I don't understand. I don't get it. That's just me.
That's right. And that veto was one.
I think the issue, if anything, would be if he doesn't follow up on his word. If you talking about, oh, we need action, okay, then what action are you going to put up? I ain't got a problem. What action are you going to put up for the descendants of chattel slavery? If that's what you're saying, is that, hey, there needs to be action taken. Okay, well, what action are you going to do?
23, the governor announced late this afternoon in a letter to the Senate president about his decision. Governor Moore said instead of a study, he wants to see immediate action to address racial disparities.
Is that not what they've been talking about? Or am I tripping? Am I tripping? Has that not been the FBA, sentiment? I don't agree with it, but that's what they've been for. So I'm not sure what the issue is. I would just want to make sure that he follows up with this action. I'm like, what does this action entail? That's the question I would have. I'm like, all right, bet. That's right. That's what's up. So what action are you going to do?
He said, given the extensive research already conducted over the past 25 years, Governor Moore believes another study is unnecessary.
Wait,
20 child stars
hold on.
Vanished.
Is this not? This is almost verbatim what FBA has been saying. Almost verbatim, bruh. This is almost verbatim what they've been saying. So I'm really lost here. I'm really lost what the outrage is about. I don't know.
Already conducted over the past 25 years, Governor Moore believes another study is unnecessary. Instead, he emphasized the need to narrow the racial wealth gap, expand home ownership, and uplift entrepreneurs of color. Moore said he plans to introduce a package of policies in the next legislative session to further those goals. The bill, which proposed creating the Maryland Reparations Commission, proposed various forms of reparations, including financial compensation and tuition waivers. It was supported by the Maryland Black Caucus. In his letter about the veto, Governor Moore said, quote, While I appreciate the work that went into this legislation, I strongly believe now is not the time for another study. Now is the time for continued action that delivers results for the people we serve. Other bills vetoed today address topics like climate change, a service animal program for the disabled, and less restrictions on veterans to operate certain lottery machines. In the newsroom tonight,
I don't have an issue with that. Depending on what they're going to do. Depending on what he's going to do. I don't have an issue with that. What are people complaining about? I'm curious. Are people upset? Because from what I've seen on Twitter, it seems that people were upset about this. So I'm not entirely sure. I can't be really mad knowing the administrations we have right now. It would have gone far if we using federal money. Federal money? What Fed is going to give you money? What Fed is going to give you money? Now you lost me. What Fed? I know you don't mean this administration. I know you don't mean this administration. You may get shot just saying stupid stuff like that. You may have the FBI show up at your fucking door. I heard you were demanding that the federal government give you money. What? No, I was talking about reparations. Yeah, that's not gonna happen, bro. You're not getting any form of reparation with this administration. Any form of reparation, that's not happening at all. That is a pipe dream. A big pipe dream, my friend. We got 3 years to wait. 3 years to wait, bruh. So, that's going to be fun. But yeah, I saw that. I didn't understand that one. Oh, that's what it was. Tory Lanez. Did y'all hear the update with Tory Lanez? Or has it just been me? No one's heard the update with Tory Lanez? Not only was he stabbed, but also apparently a witness came forward saying that it wasn't him who shot. Nobody heard about that? I was like,
All right, welcome back in here to Live and Now from Fox. I'm Andy Mack. Let's turn our attention to new developments involving Tory Lanez after a stabbing at a California prison. We do know the alleged attacker. More information here. This courtesy of TMZ, saying the guy who allegedly attacked and stabbed Tory Lanez in prison is serving a life sentence for a murder charge, and this wasn't his first violent incident behind bars. The alleged attacker was identified by authorities as 42-year-old Santino Casio. Prison officials say he's serving a life sentence for second-degree murder and was previously convicted for an in-prison assault with a deadly weapon. So we're following the latest here on Live Now from Fox, and we're also learning more information.
do you know why mummies make good employees? They always get wrapped up in their work.
New evidence being brought forward in this case involving Tory Lanez. We watched it here on Wednesday as the legal team sought justice in the case of Tory Lanez. They presented new evidence that suggests he never fired the weapon the night Megan Thee Stallion was shot in the Hollywood Hills. Lanez is currently serving a 10-year sentence for the shooting.
10 years.
The legal team
goodness.
alleges she lied about what happened.
Oh, they got a wait. Is that normal that they have a thing that says Tory Lanez?
The night she was lost. So let's take you right now out to some of these details here on Live Now from Fox from Los Angeles earlier on today about this new evidence being presented. We'll see if it has any legs in the courts. Let's listen into this here on Live Now.
Here, some really, really compelling new evidence that you've never heard before. Our legal team We'll explain all of that to you. We will have updates on Tory Lanez, Mr. Peterson, on how he's doing. It's really sad to see the situation that he's in, and we think it's time. Enough is enough. It's time to bring the brother home. So with that, I would like to bring up our lead consultant.
How many of y'all believe Tory
Mr.
Lanez is
Walter Roberts.
innocent?
Good morning. We are here today to bring to your attention some information Unite the People believes is exculpatory in Mr. Daystar Peterson's case, professionally known as Tory Lanez.
Daystar
Recently,
Peterson.
we've been made aware that a member of the media, Mr. Gianno Caldwell, was working on an op-ed for the New York Post regarding Mr. Peterson's innocence. During his work on that op-ed, he became aware of some information in Unite the People's possession regarding a statement that was given to Unite the People by someone with information relevant to that case.
Woo. Looking rough.
The New York Post recently reached out to the prior district attorney, George Gascon, Megan Pete and her representatives, and Kelsey Harris and her representatives. The only party that responded last week was Megan Pete's representatives with a request.
What's that white stuff in his head? What are those white beads on his head? I don't know what that is.
More information. A few days later,
Welcome to the
Mr. Peterson's brutally attacked in
Lucas
his
didn't
jail
have
cell.
facial hair. Crazy.
Unite the People represents Daystar Peterson in his appellate process. We filed an appellate brief and a writ of habeas corpus on his behalf. The district attorney's office has already responded. The case is fully briefed. We're just waiting for the appellate court's decision. We were willing to wait for the appellate process to play out, but given that brutal, unprovoked attack, we felt it necessary to come here today to provide you with this information. It is our intention to make a request to the governor to either pardon or commute the sentence of Mr. Peterson, so that when he recovers from this attack, he's not returned to a jail cell, but that he's allowed to go home and recover. Not long ago, Unite the People was approached by a gentleman named Bradley James. Mr. James informed us he was working as the bodyguard and driver for Miss Kelsey Harris during Mr. Peterson's trial. As such, he was in close proximity and he had privy to conversations she was having with her husband and others. Mr. James informed us he was not under a non-disclosure agreement or a confidentiality agreement and was free to speak with Unite the People, and that he was doing it because his conscience would not let him not speak and leave a man in prison for something he did not do.
When can we announce it? Expect the announcement of Baby Lucas?
That he was a witness to the conversation
Working on it, bruh.
Miss Harris had, where she stated
Early next year.
she had the gun, she fired it 3 times. Mr. Peterson grabbed her arm and knocked it down, and the gun fired 2 more times. In essence, Mr. Peterson never shot anybody, never even touched that gun, never fired the gun. This statement aligns with the statement of the only non-party witness to the case, Mr. Sean Kelly, who at trial testified he saw 2 women fighting, 2 men break up the fight, 1 man grabbed the other one's arm. Gunshots came from the passenger side. The passenger side is where Miss Harris was sitting. This further iterates that Mr. Peterson did not shoot Miss Pete, did not shoot at Miss Pete, or did not assault Miss Pete. It's just another irregularity in a list of irregularities in this case. For example, there were 3 potential suspects in the car that night, and yet the only DNA sample was taken of Mr. Peterson, even though unknown DNA was found on the gun. Why wasn't Miss Harris's DNA taken? Or was it taken and the information simply never given to the defense? Why wasn't the driver of the
Hope
car,
God will bless you,
Mr.
twin
Jaquan
sons.
Smith's DNA taken?
Twin, that's a bit much.
Or was it taken and again, simply not given to the defense? We don't know. It should have been taken, It is unite the people's understanding, regular LAPD practice at a crime scene like that. Anybody who's there, the DNA is taken. Another irregularity. Why, at Ms. Harris's police interview, was a non-lawyer, non-family member record company executive allowed to participate?
To the Amazing Army.
Highly irregular situation. Normally, we see cases, strangers are not allowed in these things, but it was in this case. All of these things point to the highly irregular nature of his trial and his conviction. It is our contention that he was wrongly convicted. And while we at first were willing to let the process play out, it is our contention now that if he is not pardoned or released promptly, he may never come out. And that would be the ultimate injustice, is that he gets killed in prison for something he did not do. At this time, I'd like to bring up Mr. Gianno Caldwell, the media member who was working on that op-ed for the New York Post. Thank you.
Thank you, Walter.
Avoid having a cancer
Good
baby.
morning.
They're sensitive and insecure.
Thank you for
Avoid
coming
her
today.
getting pregnant
My
in
name is
October.
Gianno Caldwell. That is spelled G-I.
Wait, what is Gianno Caldwell doing here? What is he doing here?
A-N-N-O, Caldwell, C-A-L-D-W-E-L-L. I am the founder of the Caldwell Institute for Public Safety at caldwellinstitute.org. I am also a member of the press for almost a decade now. I've been looking into Daystar Peterson's
I haven't seen him at Fox News for a minute.
case for almost 6 months now, professionally known as Tory Lanez. And after reviewing the evidence, the reporting, and the legal analysis, I've come to the conclusion that Tory Lanez was railroaded by the former district attorney, George Gascon. He was also wrong.
Why are we listening to him? I don't understand. What weight does he have on the case? That you might as well have just brought me up there, bruh. You might as well just brought up a YouTuber. What are we talking about? I don't understand. He not a detective. He not an officer. Like, what?
Convicted. I believe if Jesus Christ was Tory Lanez's attorney,
That if Jesus Christ is Tory Lanez's attorney. Oh boy, here we go. Here we go. I'm curious to hear this.
George Gascon would do whatever in his power to ensure that Tory Lanez lost that case. Tory Lanez's defense team have alleged the withholding of exculpatory evidence, prosecutorial misconduct, among other issues, that I was compelled to write an opinion piece for the New York Post.
So he wrote an opinion piece for the New York Post? And that's why he's up here? I'm not gonna lie, this is not looking good. I'm gonna keep it a buck. This is not looking good. This isn't looking good, I'm gonna be honest with you. Like, he could have just stayed down. I don't even know why he's up here.
It is true that last week, the New York Post editors reached out to 3 parties. One being George Gascon, Megan Pete's team, and Kelsey Harris. It is also true that Megan's team was the only ones that responded back for that request for comment. I had some glaring questions, and that was the reason for this op-ed. Things didn't make any sense to me, many issues in this case, and I was shocked by the lack of interest from the media to ask very simple questions. There were multiple people with gunshot residue on their hands that night. Why didn't all individuals have the residue tested, their DNA tested on the weapon?
We already heard this from the other guy. I don't, like... You're not adding anything to this conversation. Gio, bro, you should have sat down. They make you look like a goofy. They make you look like a straight up goofy. This is like, we've already heard all this. Like, I don't understand.
That's a legitimate question. According to the prosecution, Tory was excluded from the clip of the gun, and according to Tory's defense team, they said DNA analysis showed that there was a 0.01% chance that Tory touched the actual gun itself. Another piece that stood out to me, the call that the prosecution alleged Tory made confessing to a crime. I listened to that call. I'm sure many of you have as well. I didn't hear a confession. But what really shocked me about it is if my best friend was shot maliciously by someone just 2 to 3 hours before, I wouldn't have answered the call, or if I did, I wouldn't calmly have a conversation with the individual of it. And certainly I would ask, why did you shoot my friend? And more importantly,
Damn.
I would never have given you my current location out of fear of you finishing the job. That was something that stood out to me. I also, in my op-ed, discussed Kelsey Harris pleading the Fifth Amendment.
Welcome to the Amazing Army.
She wasn't accused of anything.
Thank you,
by
Maximum
Megan
Effort.
Pete or the police, and to my knowledge, she wasn't under any investigation. So why plead the Fifth? What also shocked me is the prosecution gave her immunity. For what? What did she do? Is there an allegation of her doing something? I'm not aware of that. Maybe some of you can answer that question today. During the time of trial, George Gascon, just to take you back to where we were at that particular point, he had just barely won a recall attempt. He lost support in many key demographics of voters. Crime was up in Los Angeles County. And this case would have been a silver bullet for him potentially winning. His policies obviously were bad and people were harmed. So that didn't happen, and thank God it didn't happen. At the heart of this injustice is the misuse of gun and hand.
I don't understand. They're saying he used his case to win, but he lost. That doesn't sound like a really good defense. He needs to sit down, bro. This is not looking good, bro. I'll be honest with you. If you like Tory, if you believe Tory is innocent, he not helping his case.
Enhancement charges, a sentencing tool intended for the most dangerous and violent offenders. In Tory Lane's case, these enhancements were not supported by evidence. But George Gascon, interestingly enough, who is someone who regularly would drop enhancements or not recommend them, chose to provide enhancements to Tory.
Okay, skip.
Out today for Daystar Peterson.
Okay, I've lost interest.
Bring him home.
Lost interest. I can't listen. I can't believe they allowed him to talk all that time. I really can't believe they allowed him to talk all that time. That's wild, man. Because he wasn't saying anything. Well, does that look suspicious to you? It looks suspicious to me. Okay. I'm just saying people need to be asking questions. And nobody's asking questions. Free Tory, R. Kelly, and Diddy. Okay. All right. That's a lot, man. That's a lot, bruh. That's a lot, bruh. 266, you're on the line.
How you doing tonight, sir?
Sir, how are you doing? I'm doing amazing tonight. Sir, how? Oh my goodness, how are you doing
I got
tonight?
an important question for you.
Have you heard the Xbox news? Have you been hearing that?
Yeah.
You remember when I said you remember when I said Gears was coming to PlayStation, right?
No. You asked.
No. Do you remember when I said Gears was coming to PlayStation?
Hold on.
Do you remember?
Hold on. A few months ago, I said you brought up Gears.
Yeah.
And I said, why wouldn't it come to PlayStation? This is what
Sir,
I said.
that is not what you said. Sir, that is not what you said. I said it was coming to PlayStation, and you said, "Oh, that's not confirmed." That's what you said.
No. I said, why wouldn't it come to PlayStation?
You said it was not confirmed, bro. That's what you said. You wildin', bro.
No, you brought it up, and I
So
said,
you telling
why
me
wouldn't it
this entire time you were expecting Gears to come to PlayStation? That's what you telling me?
Sir, what year are we in? You act like we still living in the 7th generation.
For Xbox, we should be living in the 7th generation. That's where y'all are.
Sir. Hey, but Lucas, but before I checkmate you on that Xbox W, we need to do some light.
Wait,
work,
W? What?
Yeah, it's a W. Yeah, I'm gonna get to it.
W?
Yeah, it's a W. Yeah, I'm exposed.
Y'all, you need help, bro.
You
need Jesus,
behavior.
bro. You need Jesus.
No, I don't need, sir.
To say that Gears of War coming to Xbox is a W?
Hey, Lucas.
You're insane, bro.
Come on, you know I don't come on here without facts and evidence.
Sir,
right?
you're insane.
Instead of my name,
y'all don't know how to spell facts and evidence. That's insane. That's crazy.
No, that's my name. No, you the fraud, sir. I'm the one that provides the facts, but you like the hopscotch around that, sir. But
sir, I just gotta ask you, what are you playing right now?
Wait, don't do that, sir.
Wait.
Don't do it.
Sir, what are you playing right now? I'm just curious. I just want to know. What are you playing right now?
Okay, since you want to play that game, what month are we in, and what day is it?
I think it's April 17th.
No. Don't play this white supremacist trick bag stuff. What month and day is it, sir?
I believe it's April 17th.
No, it's May 17th. So it's the 5th month of the year, right?
Excuse me. Sorry. Okay, yeah.
It's the 5th month and the 17th day of the year, right?
Mm-hmm. That's correct.
Which first party game has PlayStation dropped, sir?
First party game? What do you mean? I asked, what are you playing?
No. Let me repeat this again.
Sir,
this is why you got that. No,
sir,
hold on.
I asked you what you were playing. Who said anything about PlayStation?
No. This is why you got that homosexual Station 5. What are you playing on that bussy Station 5?
Sir, I'm playing Doom. That's what I'm playing.
Hey, ladies and gentlemen, we got him. You know who owns Doom, right?
Sir, who owns Doom?
Microsoft. I rest my case.
And who made Doom?
Again,
who made Doom multi-plat, sir? How's that a W for you?
Sir. Wait. What's the purpose of multi-plat?
Let me ask you a question. What exclusive Xbox game are you playing?
Hey, Luke. Okay, I'm gonna put it to you like this. You play Final Fantasy, sir?
What exclusive Xbox game are you playing right now? I'm just curious. I'd like to know.
Hey, Lucas. Bungie is releasing Marathon that's coming to Xbox, which Sony paid $3 billion for. What's your excuse for that?
I got nothing. Nobody's playing Marathon.
Oh, you got nothing. So they paid.
Nobody's playing Marathon, bro.
Hold on. They paid. Nobody's playing Marathon.
Nobody's playing
Hey, guess what? So they invested all this money in Concord that didn't last 2 weeks in Marathon, and guess what that leaves you with? Nothing to play, sir.
What do you mean? Playing Doom.
Hold on.
What? We playing Doom. Right. What are you talking about?
Hey, Lucas, you gotta wait till
October
to play
Ghost. We gonna play Doom. Guess what? We gonna play Doom. We gonna play Gears. Can you imagine playing Gears of War with a PlayStation controller? Sure, you taking L's all the way around. We gonna be playing Halo on PlayStation.
You know how old Forza Horizon is?
How old?
5 years old. Sold 1.5 million copies. Just as fast as Astrobot. I rest my case. So you port begging. So the PlayStation 5.
We're port begging?
PlayStation 5. Yes.
What?
Yes.
Oh my God.
Yes,
the cope.
That
Frederick
PS5
Super to end the call. Unfortunately.
This is what.
Frederick Super to end the call. Got us port begging? That's insane. That's insane. You've got to be fucking crazy. PlayStation port begging? Bruh, that's wild, man. After we just came off of freaking Astrobot, I think getting Game of the Year? Port begging? Y'all had Indiana Jones, flop. Y'all have Doom. That's a flop because it's not an exclusive. Halo, flop, nowhere to be found. Y'all had Redfall, flop. What are you talking about? That's crazy. M. Davis says, bring him back, Lucas. 266, you're on the line.
Why are you spreading lies, sir?
Sir, you don't know how to spell W. There's no W in the Xbox alphabet.
Hey, Lucas.
You want to know how the
every
Xbox alphabet goes? L L L L L L L L L L L L L L L. That's Xbox alphabet,
Hey,
bro.
Lucas. See, I don't even have to get animated with you because I got facts on my side. Did you see the sales chart for April for the PSN, sir?
The PSN? No, I haven't seen the sales charts.
Yeah, every Monday they release their top sold games. I'll give you 5 out of 10. Elder Scrolls 4, Minecraft, Forza Horizon 5, Call of Duty Black Ops 6, and Indiana Jones. You know what those games have in common, sir?
They're all on PlayStation?
No. You know what they have in common?
Yeah, they on PlayStation.
No, wrong.
What do you,
I'll give you another
what do you
second
mean?
guess. No, I'll give you 3 guesses.
Aren't
What's the second
they
guess?
not on PlayStation? Am I mistaken?
No, that's wrong. What's the second one?
What you mean? How's that wrong? They are on PlayStation.
No, you got 2 more guesses. What's the second one?
They're all old games?
Nope, you got 1 more guess, sir.
They were all at one point in time Xbox exclusives, but no longer Xbox exclusives?
They're all owned by Microsoft. I rest my case.
Sir, you have no exclusives, though.
Hold on. Wait, hold on. According to you PlayStation nut eaters, Xbox is trash and has no games, but the top 5 out of 10 games is owned by Microsoft. And why is Astrobot not on this? Hold on. I thought you supported your games. Where's Astrobot? Oh, that's right. It sold 1.5 million copies, and Forza Horizon 5, a 4-year-old game, sold 1.2 million copies. So that PS5 is a port beggar Station 5.
Sir, did Forza get the game of the year?
How
many nominations? I won't even go with awards. How many nominations did Forza get, bro?
Wait.
How many nominations?
Hold on.
Because the only nomination they got last time was Hi-Fi Rush.
Did you?
Sir, have you played Hi-Fi Rush? Have you played Hi-Fi Rush?
No. Have you played Astrobot?
Sir, have you? I played as much Astrobot as you played Hi-Fi Rush.
Hey, Lucas, when did Astrobot come out? 2000? No, Hi-Fi Rush, 2023, right?
Around there.
Astrobot is not a year old, so let me get this straight.
Sir, I played as much Astrobot as you played Hi-Fi Rush. I think that's fair.
But you played Claire Obscure Expedition Mid. When is the last time you played a turn-based game in your life?
Final Fantasy.
You're a fraud, sir. You're a fraud. So all these games and you hopping over Astrobot. Y'all see this? You're not a PlayStation fan. You're an Xbox fan. This is what you are deep down. You an Xbox fan. This is what
I'm an Xbox fan if it's coming on the PlayStation.
And guess what? And we know Gears is gonna do numbers, sir, because Forza is
thanks to PlayStation. Thanks to wait, hold on. Did Gears 4 do numbers? Did Gears 5 do numbers? Did Gears Judgment do numbers? What you talking about? Gears is gonna do numbers. If Gears does numbers, the only reason is because it's coming to PlayStation. You talking crazy? Not one Gears since Gears 3 has done numbers, bro, on Xbox.
Who owns PlayStation? Who owns Gears, sir?
PlayStation. That's who owns it.
No, sir.
We own it now. We the captain now. We the captain. Frederick just banned you, bro. But we the captain now, boy. We the captain. We the captain. We the captain now. We the captain now. Fuck out of here. What are we talking about? Talk about Gears is gonna do numbers. No Gears has done numbers. The last 3 Gears didn't do numbers. What are you talking about? Gears hasn't done numbers since fucking Gears 3, bruh. Judgment didn't sell that well. The fucking XCOM thing that they had going on didn't sell that well. What are you talking about? 4 didn't sell anything. 5 didn't sell anything. The story is all in shambles right now. The story is in such shambles, they had to go back to the OG team, fam. We now in prequel territory in a Gears of War game. Make that make sense. Imagine screwing up so bad, you have to do a prequel to gather people to come play. Come on now, stop playing with me. So who owns Gears? PlayStation. That's who owns Gears, bro. That's who owns Gears. PlayStation owns Gears. Xbox lost the rights to Gears. PlayStation owns Gears. That's why it's coming over to the PlayStation, bro. I would have never thought in a million years an Xbox exclusive would be on PlayStation. That's insane. That's insane, bro. Insane. But here we are. Here we are. This stuff goes bad too fast. This that IV stuff, I almost said HIV. that IV stuff, y'all know the IV stuff? I don't know. I got the firecracker one that tasted like the popsicle. That shit goes sour real fast. You have to drink it like within the first day. You have to drink it within the first day, bro. The IV stuff, it goes sour too fast. Playing Gears 4 made me contemplate, sheesh. Gears 4 is garbage, bro. All the Gears are garbage, bro. All of they garbage. That's insane. As a matter of fact, I'm kind of scared that the prequel's gonna be garbage. But that just shows you how desperate they are, bro. How desperate they are, fam. E-Day. Think about that. And most of these fools didn't even know about Gears of War. I knew it was Gears of War right off of this, bro. Right off of this, I was like, that's Gears of War right there. Gears of War. Most people didn't even know until they saw the Locust and Phoenix. Come on now. This is how bad they screwed up. This is how bad, bro. They got Dom back. They got Dom and Phoenix back. That's how bad you screwed up. Dom and Phoenix. That's how bad you screwed up. Insane. Fucking insane. After we had God tier Gears of War 3. It was Gears of War 3 where Dom sacrificed himself. And I don't even blame him. After he saw his wife and everything, spoiler. I mean, that was brutal. Then they're going to bring him back from the dead for a prequel. Come on now. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. See, us OG Gears players, us OG players, it's not the same. It's not the same. I'll be there, but it's not the same. This is for like newbies. Cold Train, baby. Woo! Yeah, it's... But where are they going to go after that? That's the problem. Where are you going to go after E-Day? What are you going to do? You want to tell the whole story over again? Is that what you're going to do? How many remasters has Xbox had of fucking Gears of War? Come on now. Where are you going to go with? This is a dead end. After E-Day, it's a dead end. They got nothing else. They can't pick up where the story left off because the story is garbage. Ain't nobody care about that girl being the fucking, the daughter of the Locust or whatever the bullshit story that is. 281, what's the disagreement?
Hello?
Hello.
Hey, can you hear me?
Yes.
Hey, I just asked a question. What do you hate about Trump so much?
It's just too much to list. He's just a liar. That's the number one thing I hate.
He's just a liar?
Yeah.
I don't know. But you would vote for Kamala, though?
In a heartbeat.
For real?
Yeah. I think the American people had more leverage over Kamala than Trump.
Oh, to, like, do what we want.
100%.
Like, to control her.
Yes.
Well, but don't you feel,
Welcome to the
a little bit more stronger under Trump, like, as a nation?
Not at all. As far as last I saw, consumer confidence is all-time low.
Welcome to the amazing army.
Really?
Yes.
So they're just feeding us a bunch of bullshit on the news, or what?
No, I don't think. I think maybe on certain channels probably bullshit, but for the most part, it's not really a W. Doge is acting like a petulant child, destroying lives. You have
okay, but let's just say Doge. What if Doge is like getting rid of the bad people? You know what I'm saying? Like, what they really are, like getting rid of like stuff that we don't really need, you know?
The problem is that if you're a rich person, what you consider is a luxury or a non-necessity is a little different from the rest of the American people.
I kind of feel you on that. I kind of see that.
So in tandem with a bunch of kids, because these aren't adults, these are kids. They don't understand when you know you're telling someone, "Oh, we'll prove your worth to a company," and this person has been there as a federal employee with a wife and 3 kids. That's not really rubbing a lot of people the right way. And then on top of that, while he's having Tesla and having back-end deals with the government while employing H-1B visa workers, this doesn't seem like America first. This seems more like a oligarchy. That's what it seems like.
Just like trying to make money. Just, I guess. I don't know. I'm just confused. I was just wondering because like he don't seem that bad of a president. He's got the balls and shit, but
I don't know what balls does he have.
I don't know. He's going to these countries right now, and he's trying to strike all these deals. When Biden was president, he was kind of a stutter.
Deals for who?
I don't
Those
know.
deals don't help me. They don't help the average worker. How does him striking a deal with Qatar or whatever, or getting a plane? That doesn't help anybody.
No, not really, because the groceries are still high.
Yeah, and then when we talking about, hey, we have to get rid of $800 billion. Where do you think that $800 billion is coming from? It's coming from social programs, which are already, as far as looking to substantially hinder or cripple. But you're not giving anyone any alternatives. It's not like the job market is just booming. Like, oh, you can just get a high-paying job anywhere. That's not happening. So you're making it difficult for the average American. You're putting the middle class, you're squeezing them out.
Yeah, because I'm middle class, you know what I'm saying? And like, I wanted Trump to win, but like, it just seems like everything's still the same. I don't know. It's just weird.
And then the tariffs, I don't understand that. Because now everything's really going to go up.
Well, the tariffs are mainly for China, though, right?
No, he's done it. He's done it everywhere. Now he's paused it for I think 30 days, if I'm not mistaken. But we have Walmart was talking about it. Amazon was talking about it. There are plenty of companies who are going to be impacted by this, because the whole concept of trying to do everything from the U.S. that doesn't make any sense. Everyone can't do everything because it's not cost efficient. If I can get something made cheap overseas, then why wouldn't it? Why wouldn't I do that? Just from a business standpoint and also from a consumer standpoint. If I can pay cheaper for a product, I don't have a problem with that, because that's more money in my pocket. This whole concept is of me paying more because it's made in America. How does that help me?
But how can we help? Like, what can we do to help us? Like, building, like making jobs over here sounds pretty good. So our people could work. So what do we do? Like, what do you do? You know what I'm saying?
I think there's a lot of things that can be done that Republicans would view it as socialism. I think it's interesting when Trump talks about having, insurance companies pay for IVF. But when we talk about, well, they should pay for also life-saving drugs and stuff like that, well, then it becomes, well, that's ridiculous. When it comes to, hey, maybe we should do something about, the tuition and the cost of schools and the cost of education when it comes to loans, well, then it becomes, well, you should pay back what you owe. I'm like, I hear you, but if you want people to go to school and get educated, and the price of education is either crippling debt or no education, I don't know how that's incentivizing people to get into the workplace, because what you're doing is just incentivizing H-1B visas, which is people overseas, or you're incentivizing autonomous drones and stuff like that.
Got you. No, I feel you. It's just weird. I'm confused. I'm stuck in a spiral. I don't know what to I don't know what can you do? You know.
And I think that's a lot. I think that's the vast majority of Americans.
I mean, I wanted Trump to win because, you know, Kamala just didn't.
I don't disagree.
Biden was.
I hear you. I'm not a big fan of Kamala's campaign. But at the same time, I think a lot of people wanted Trump to win, but they never thought, does he want you to win? Because everyone on his cabinet seems to be very much a billionaire, millionaire. If you look as far as his donors, you know.
Yeah, it's like he's helping out the richer people. I understand that. That's what it looks like.
Yeah, I mean, doing like a sales event with Tesla on the White House, like that's great that you want to, you know, help, you know, Elon sell Teslas, but who's going to buy Teslas? It's not going to be the middle class who's buying the Teslas.
No,
so I'm like, who is this commercial for, bruh?
Yeah, it's crazy too. You know, you go to the grocery store, man, you buy a couple of bags of groceries, and it's $80, $100. I'm like, geez.
Yeah, it's gonna get up higher with the tariffs and everything. So I'm like, you're hurting everybody. And the whole concept is, well, if you can just, you know, get through this part, it'll be great at the end. But the problem is that what many underestimate is that many people aren't going to be able to get through the tough part. That's the issue. So the only people who are probably going to be unaffected right now by the prices are those who are making more than enough. Who are making well more than enough than the middle class.
That's crazy too. The middle class is working hard to support all that stuff too.
100%. And there's nothing. Most of these people do not know what it feels to have a 9-to-5. They've never been there in a minute. Okay, it's the same problem we have in Congress. These people don't understand what that hustle looks like of having, you know, waking up, going to a job where you're unappreciated, your manager's an idiot, or you have to, you know, bite your tongue dealing with customers in order to get paid, you know, pennies on the dollar. And in some cases, if you have a family, you having 2 and 3 jobs, right? And then you also have to take into account, well, they want the man to make the money and the woman to stay at home. That's not happening. You're not paying enough.
No, my old lady's working right now. You know, she got to work too.
Exactly. So in addition to that, okay, if that's what you want to do, fine. Then make, you know, daycare cheap. Give some tax write-offs. Give us some incentives on that aspect at least. But that's not what's happening.
Dude, you're right. That'd be sweet. Daycare would be nice if they had a good, cheap daycare. That'd be perfect.
Something.
That'd help out a lot of people.
You have to do something to alleviate the stress of everyday life in this country. It just is what it is. So you can't, they're talking out of both sides of their mouth. Oh, go have a family, but you're not making it viable for people to have a family. And then you want to be surprised when, you know, the country's birth rates or the native born individuals aren't having children because you can't afford to have children.
No, you're right. That's weird. I got 2 brothers, not one of them have a kid. I'm like, damn, it's crazy.
It's expensive. And even if it's not expensive, you're going to have to leave to go somewhere where it's not expensive. Go to a state where it's not expensive. And if enough people move to that state, guess what? The price of living is going to go up because the demand is going to go up.
Yep. It's just crazy because, you know, you go and you have all, you know, you go watch like the Democrats and stuff. They got some crazy ass people on there that say some stupid stuff.
I don't disagree.
And you don't want to vote for that. You know what I'm saying? And then it's the same thing on both sides, you know. But oh man, I don't know. The Democrats they just think of some crazy stuff. You know what I'm saying?
I think they may overstep in many as far as social issues, progressive social issues. But I mean, I don't know what to tell you. It's I guess the lesser of 2 evils, especially from a conservative perspective.
Yeah, I guess there's really no common ground. You know, there ain't that middle ground. So it's either one side or the other.
Not yet. I think there is, but I think many of those people are either silenced or they're ostracized from the Democrat Party.
Yeah, but when's that going to happen, though?
When that's going to stop from happening, I don't know. I think it's going to be up to the people within the party to demand something happen, demand that change, because this is unsustainable.
Okay, so another off-topic question: what do you think about Gavin Newsom running for president? That's kind of weird, ain't it? Like,
I hope Gavin Newsom dies a horrible death. That's what I hope for Gavin Newsom. I would rather vote for literally slavery to return than to vote for Gavin Newsom.
Man, that's pretty bad though, bro.
Yeah. We don't like Gavin Newsom out here in LA. We in Cali, we don't mess with Gavin Newsom at all. We don't like that. That man is a fucking lying, two-faced snake.
Yeah, I mean, I don't live in California. I live in Texas, but I mean, I don't know, man. Why is Gavin Newsom even governor over there, though? That's what I don't understand. Like, why?
Because he won the governorship. That's what happened. We tried to recall him, but thanks to Larry Elder screwing that over.
What did Larry Elder do? What was the big deal with him?
He was talking about how he was running for governor in California. So if it boils down to Newsom or Larry Elder, people were definitely going to vote for Gavin Newsom. I still say to this day that Gavin Newsom paid off Larry Elder to swing the vote.
You think so?
100%. 100%. You understand? Because they raised the bar for us to get numbers to get a recall. They changed all the rules and the policies in order to gather signatures. Because I believe the bar was a little lower, and then they increased it to like you have to have over 1 million verified signatures on the paper and everything. And we hit that bar. That's the crazy part. We hit it because we did not like this man at all.
Damn, y'all got together like that and did that, huh?
And then sure enough, mofos started making the run. Well, if he doesn't get reelected, then Larry Elder might get in. Larry Elder, and we started seeing Larry Elder all over the place, and that's not going to go very well with Cali.
I guess I'm not from there, but yeah, that makes sense.
No, absolutely not. If Gavin Newsom were to get hit by a train, I'd probably sign the train.
Shit. All right. Well, before I go, I got one more question. What do you think about Stephen A. for president?
I would rather die 1,000 deaths than have Stephen A. for Are you crazy? Bro, put a bullet in me right now. If he even thinks about, I'm leaving the country. I'm not even joking. I'm leaving the country.
I thought you'd been a Stephen A. fan. I thought he's a pretty good dude.
Hell fucking no. What does Stephen A. know about running the country? He's a sports commentator.
I know, but that's probably the best. That's probably the best thing Democrats have right now.
I think if that's the case, then we're cooked. You might as well just give up the elections and let Trump be a dictator. If that's the case, I wouldn't even care if that's the case. I'd be like, all right, fine, whatever. No. It is what it is.
We don't need no dictator. Well, what do you think is going to happen in the next president run? Who do you think is going to run for the Democrats?
I have no idea. I know people are like, rumoring like Pete Buttigieg and everything, but I mean, maybe, possibly. I don't think so because he's gay. You're not going to vote for a gay man in the Oval Office. It's just not going to happen.
Well, it'd be different if he was like a gay man, like he was a man and he was gay, but he wasn't gay. You know what I'm saying? Like back in the day, dude,
I think that mentality is emblematic of a good portion of the country.
But you know what I'm saying? Like back in the day, you were gay. Now it's like if you're gay, you're a girl. It's like, whew.
Yeah, he doesn't come off very effeminate, but I just don't. I don't know anyone in the party who would be able to run, and I think that's crazy because if you don't have anyone to run against J.D. Vance, then you're cooked as a party. You might as well just pack it up.
Well, what do you think of RFK?
RFK? There's no. I'm sorry.
Not strong enough. Or not strong enough.
He needs to give surgeries where we can rip out our fucking ears. If that's the case, that's fine. There's no way. As superficial and cosmetic as this country is, there is no way in God's green earth RFK Jr. would have a chance in hell.
All right. Well, then who is it? It's crazy. Just don't make no sense.
I think that's the problem everyone is facing. Who?
They went down some road and they just went down the bad road. Shouldn't have went down that road.
I don't know. I don't know who the Republican Party is going to run, to be honest with you.
I think Vance probably, more likely, or maybe
possibly, but Trump was like he doesn't see him as running. He doesn't see him as the nominee. I was like, God, dog, man, threw him straight under the bus. So I mean,
go again.
Yeah, hopefully Vance. I mean, that's why he showed out at the meeting with Zelensky. He's trying to do everything to put his knee pads on to impress Trump.
Yeah,
but that comes off as weak. It comes off as weak, just as weak as DeSantis.
Yeah, I was just about to say that. Like, I think DeSantis probably could have been a pretty good president, but he's just, like you said, he's too weak.
He's a clown. He's a clown.
You can just see it in him. He like kisses Trump's ass.
He has no spine, bro. He has no spine. He has a jelly spine.
Oh, right. No, you're right. So
he's just extremely off-putting. So I don't know what's gonna happen in 2028. Maybe we won't have 2028. Maybe we'll have I don't know. Maybe we'll have a war and we all die or something, or maybe we'll have nuclear war or some shit. I don't know. I don't know.
Maybe, hey, Jesus is gonna come down and save us.
Hey, that's our best option, bro. The rapture happens, cause Lord, take me now. I'm done.
That'd be the best option.
That would be the best option.
Hey, my man, before I go, who would win in a fight? Like, straight up, Goku or Jiren right now?
Goku or Jiren?
Yeah, who would you pick?
I would choose Goku.
I would too, because it's my man. But man, Jiren's a beast, bro.
I don't disagree.
I don't know.
Goku all day, bro. They always messing with his power levels.
Yeah, they are. I'd go Goku too, but man, Jiren's a beast, bro. I mean, he had a badass backstory, like a little badass 2-second one. But it was still cool. So, but all right, my man. Good talking to you. I've been watching you since the beginning, pretty much.
Hey, appreciate it, man.
Yes, sir, man. You have a good night, my man.
You as well. Take care. Stay safe. Yeah, bro. I don't know what's going on in 2028. I have no clue. No idea. None whatsoever. I have who are Democrats gonna run? Does anyone know? They talk about AOC. I'm like, okay, all right. They talking about what's her name? Who's Crockett? Jasmine Crockett. Let's be serious now. I don't know, man. I really don't know. Pete doesn't stand a chance, bro. I'm sorry. I like Pete. I think some of the, I've seen him in debates. He has cool, calm, collected, but Pete is gay. We not voting for a gay president. It's just not going to happen, bro. It's not going to happen. I don't believe this country is voting for a gay president. As simple as that. It's that simple, bro. 781, what's the disagreement?
Hello?
Hello. Yes.
Hi, Lucas. Congrats on 500 subscribers.
Thank you.
Yeah, I started watching you back when you did a review on Wonder Woman. No, not Wonder Woman. Batwoman. Batwoman back in 2020 or 2019.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Yeah, that was a great review. I love that review. So back then, I remember you were talking about. Remember when Cuties came out and Call Me by Your Name? That
yes.
gay movie came out. Yeah, and you said they were grooming kids, like whatever. But you mentioned that Moonlight was also like a grooming movie, and I always wanted to ask you, how is that?
Moonlight? I don't remember the Moonlight movie. I think it was the black guy who was gay or something like that.
Yeah, the kid. He was like took in the kid and was like helping the kid that was getting bullied.
I don't fully remember that movie, to be honest with you.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you mentioned like something about like they're like with the grooming. Like you mentioned Moonlight, and I was like, wait, really? Okay. You should look into it because I would like to know why you think that.
Okay.
Yeah, but that's all. Congrats on 500K. Really proud of you.
Appreciate it.
You've come a long way.
That's true.
No problem.
You take care. Stay safe. Bye bye. Moon Knight. I don't remember that movie. I just remember it was gay black dudes. That's all I remember. Listen, as a Christian, the perspective on such movies is a little bit different as a, let's say, as what's like, let's say, apolitical, a religious individual, right? I guess you would say. Now, me, if you want to take your kids to see, gay black boys, you go right ahead. For me, that is it's a alternative lifestyle. If you would like to engage in that lifestyle, you go right ahead. I ain't got no problem with it. Bro. But I think if a little white woman can call a black child an N-word, I think I should be able to raise my child however I wish to raise my child. I think that's only fair. To each their own. To each their own. Coda says, why don't people like Tulsi Gabbard? Because Tulsi Gabbard's a lying fucking clown. But yeah, that's all I'm saying. I got nothing. Hey, you do you. It's just not a culture that is, I don't know, that is normal to my lineage. We'll say that. The culture that they're promoting it's a culture that's foreign to my lineage. That's the best way I can describe it. It's the best way I can describe it. So, if y'all want to do it, you go right ahead. I'm not going to knock you for doing it because, listen, I think every parent should raise their child to the best of their ability. I don't think there's a parent out there that wants the worst for their kid. I think they want the best for the kid. I think that's why you have these parents who are saying, oh, my child is trans and shit like that. However, I will say that, fidget spinners were once popular and now they're not. So I will say that. I will say that kids usually do tend to go to trendy things. That's all I'm saying. Right? Because I know as a kid, I do trendy stuff. If you saw other people doing it, you're like, oh, that's cool. Or that was perceived to be, unique. Because everybody wants to be unique nowadays. That's just my take on it. So I just, if you're a parent and you believe your child, this is the best route for your child to give them puberty blockers, whatever the fuck you want to do, I got nothing against you. I have nothing against you. Let me just be clear, okay? You want to do that? Because I think in this country, everyone should be, I think the beauty of it is that you are given the choice to make stupid decisions. I think that's the beauty of this country. You are given the choice to make stupid decisions. It's as simple as that. I already told you how little Lucas is going to get his scholarship. I already told you all that. He's going to be a trans woman in high school and get a college full ride scholarship on track and field or I don't know what's some other female sports, tennis or some shit. I don't know. And then, that's just is what it is. Frederick says, you still worried about the new Superman film? Yes, 100%. 100%. I don't know what to tell you. I think that film is going to be insane mid. Insane mid. How you celebrating the big milestone? Talking to y'all. We going to play some Marvel Rivals, I guess. That's the way I'm celebrating it. Dr. Umar was defending Diddy. Dr. Umar was defending Diddy? Okay. What was he saying? That another black man is being attacked or some shit like that? No way. All right. Anyone have any hope in the new Fantastic Four? No. I have no hope in either of those films. I think Marvel is dead. I'm going to say it. I think Marvel is dead. It's as simple as that. If y'all like Thunderbolts, then cool. I didn't like Thunderbolts that much. It didn't do anything for me. But I guess in this time and age, I think a movie like that, I think the movie was really good for where we are as a country right now. Because I think there are a lot of people who are suffering with depression. A lot of people suffering with, hey, I don't know what I'm going to do, indecision. And I think a movie like that, hey, if we all had, a big booby blonde hugging us, I think there are a lot of incels out there that probably wouldn't have depression. So I think that's fair, right? I think that's fair. Because what the movie basically said is, hey, stop whining and get some bitches. That's how your depression gets solved. All right, fair. Hey, I ain't going. Hey, can't lie there. Can't lie there. Get you a woman. That's how your depression is solved. That's what I took from that film. Nash says, congrats on hitting 500K. Appreciate it. Frederick says, should we be worried about Secret Wars and Doomsday, you think? No. No. I don't think so. I just think everything leading up to it is going to be garbage. I think Secret Wars and Doomsday is going to be cool because it's going to be RDJ. And I think a lot of people, we like him as Iron Man. So seeing him as Doom, I think he's just cool. But is it going to have the same hype as Avengers? Hell no, bro. Hell no. Not at all. Not in a million years. Not in a million years. But I don't know. I think Superman is going to do, I think it's going to do well, but I think it's going to underperform. Mark my words. I very much believe Superman is going to underperform. I think it'll have a strong opening weekend, but then it'll drastically fall off because I just don't think it's going to be a good film. Everything that I've seen, I just don't think it's going to be a good film. I don't like the fact that they have, Clark Kent yelling at Lois Lane while she's asking questions. That he's throwing tables in Lex's office. He seems too overly emotional to me. It doesn't feel like Superman. It feels like, some rando with a cape. And that's literally the opposite criticism that I had for Zack Snyder. Is that instead of a rando with a cape, he just seemed like a stoic rando with a cape. Where he wouldn't smile, no jokes. It was just like, who is this guy, bro? Everything was just, no color, no saturation. I was like, what is this? But it was shot nicely. It was cool. Jumpsuit said, only worried about Spider-Man 4. Rumor has it Toby's daughter, Mayday, is the redhead girl. That would be insane. Here's the thing. If they're constantly going to piggyback off of Toby, then Tom Holland will never be seen as Spider-Man. I don't know what to tell you. If they're going to constantly piggyback off of Toby, then Tom Holland will never be seen as Spider-Man. It just is what it is. He'll never... They seem to have an issue with him holding his own. I don't know why. They seem to have an issue with him holding his own. Because he does have some good scenes. I'm not going to lie, he does have some good scenes. I think the bank robbery scene was a cool scene. He's like, oh, you guys are the Avengers. Wait, you guys don't look like the Avengers. You don't look like Hulk. I was like, that's cool. That's Spider-Man right there. That's awesome. The scene where they cut from the film. Where, he's flipping around and, webbing people. And he tells the officers, he's like, yo, I would like to go out, but I have to do you guys' job. Right? Great stuff. Great stuff. They're not giving Holland room to be Spider-Man. Just is what it is. I don't know why, but they're not giving him room to be Spider-Man. And if they're going to have Toby in it, bruh, he does not compare to Toby. He will always be overshadowed by Toby and Garfield. Always. Always. Nobody can beat Toby. 100%. I mean, they're honestly better off just, having in Secret Wars, instead of Tom Holland getting the suit, have Garfield get the suit. Honestly, have Garfield get the suit. And see if you can jumpstart, Amazing Spider-Man again or something. Have Garfield get the suit. But, because Tom hasn't earned it. He hasn't earned it. I'm sorry. Just is what it is. I think his intro in Avengers, what was it? Civil War. I think his intro in Civil War was good, but that was the peak of his Spider-Man, was Civil War. It's just been downhill since then. Frederick says, big part of the excitement for the first Avengers film was definitely the build-up for Thanos. I agree. But it was the build-up because of good films. I'm sorry, but Brand New Day or whatever it's called. What's the film called with Mackie? That didn't hype me up for anything. I mean, the Red Hulk scenes were great. I thought they were cool, but I wasn't hyped up for anything. I think his suit is garbage. They need to bring back the OG freaking Falcon suit. Or the OG Falcon Captain America suit, the white and blue. That shit was fire. So, and then the nanotech helmet and all that, I don't know what to tell you. Just is what it is. Are you okay with the government censoring movie and video games? U.S. Senator Mike Lee is introducing the Interstate Obscenity Definition Act to clarify the legal definition of obscenity. I think these culture wars are going to backfire. I think that's what it is. Because they're worrying about obscenity while they're deporting people for criticizing fucking the Gaza war. Like, what are we talking? What are we talking about, bruh? What are we talking about? I think a lot of people are, and I've met Mike Lee. No, I think that's stupid. I just think that's dumb. I think this whole Puritan act that's going on right now is foolish, especially within the Republican Party. These are the same people who fucking crashed Grindr, bruh. These are the same people who crashed Grindr. I just what are we talking about, bruh? We had Ted Cruz who was caught, watching porn on Twitter. Like, how damn bad do you have to be to watch porn on Twitter, fam? What? You watching porn on Twitter? Okay, sure. These people are they're jokes. I don't know. I think they're jokes. I think they put shit out there because they know it's not going to go anywhere. But they get to say that they put it out here. Hey, I'm one of the first people who sponsored a bill to end obscenity. It's like, bitch, you sponsored a bill knowing that it wasn't going to go anywhere, that it was DOA. That's the only reason you sponsored it. Ferrick says, I wonder if they'll give Tom Holland the symbiote suit. They probably will. I mean, that's the only, but he hasn't earned it. Don't even bring that up. That's going to irritate me. Because he hasn't earned it, fam. He hasn't suffered anything, really. The only thing he suffered was in the last film, bruh. That is it. This entire time, we've been hearing him bitch about how he can't spend time with MJ. How he doesn't want to save the world. He wants to be on vacation. Why do I have to go and fight these people? He's just bitching and bitching and bitching and bitching. Now, Aunt May is dead. Now, all of a sudden, he wants to be a fucking serial killer. Like, what? Okay, yes. Poor Aunt May. She's gone. We get it. But I'm like, bro, you gotta earn the symbiote suit. Because it doesn't have an impact. We had established character from 1 and 2 of who Toby was. Who this Peter Parker was. So when that symbiote suit hit, it hit. It was like, oh, this mofo is he a little bit different, bro. He talking back to JJ. He flirting around with Betty. He's smacking, Mary Jane. Like, what? What's going on here, right? Like, what? What do we know of Tom? What do we really know of Tom? I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what to tell you. And now that we have a fresh new start, right? Thanks to Doctor Strange, this is the perfect time for us, for them to establish his character. Great. Now let us see who this Peter actually is. All the luggage, all the baggage that he's had before, it's all cleared. That's all gone. He met with the previous Spider-Man, right? So now he has the blessing of Tobey and Garfield. Okay, nicely done. Now, let's see who you are. Let's see you, define your line as Spider-Man. Let's see you do that. I don't think they're going to do that, bro. I don't think they're going to do that. I think it's the same thing when it came to Superman with Henry Cavill. I didn't really see Henry Cavill as Superman, bro. I'm gonna be honest with you. I didn't see him as Superman. I did not like how he was written. He wasn't inspiring. He didn't bring hope. It was always dark and gloomy. He didn't really bring hope until, like I said, the last until Shazam, I'll say. Until Shazam, there was nothing there. But they finally gave him the S curl. They finally put some color into his suit in the end credit scene. I'm like, okay, maybe there's some hope. He's not mentally broken enough. I mean, he has. I mean, think about it, bruh. Even with Aunt May, fam, even with his identity being released, what happened? All of that's gone now. His identity is no longer an issue. Yet Aunt May is gone, but he has a fresh start. Garfield didn't have any fresh start. Nobody gave him a fresh start when Gwen Stacy died. Man was broken. Nobody gave him a Toby a fresh start. Right when Uncle Ben died. So it's just like, even when you do face a challenge, you have the whole world just forget that you were Spider-Man. Okay, bet. So I'm like, I get that Aunt May isn't here, but you're going to have to do something with that. That's all. You have to do something with that. And then the whole teasing of Tom Hardy being Venom and all that, they don't know what the fuck they're doing, bro. It's as simple as that. They don't know what they're doing. Not going to lie, I still like to see Venom and Carnage in the main MCU universe. I don't know what they'll do, bro. Because we've already seen Venom with Tom Hardy. And I think that Venom was really good. I think it became a little goofy with 2 and 3. But the design for Carnage, that's the best Carnage design that I've seen that ever. That was Carnage. Unfortunately, they cucked him. Of all films to make an R, the one with Carnage, they don't make an R. Fucking insane. Fucking insane. You have an enemy named Carnage. You not gonna make that an R? Okay, got you, bro. Cool. And then it just became slapstick humor with fucking Venom. Oh, let's do that, Daddy. And I'm just like, y'all made one of Spider-Man's arch nemesis a fucking joke. Okay, all right. I don't know what to tell you. And then you had Madam Web. Madam Web. Okay, all right. You made that a joke. Then we have Morbius. It's Morbin time. Okay, got you. That's now a joke. They don't know what the fuck they're doing. It's as simple as that. They don't know what they're doing. They have no clue. I don't know how the same people who made Spider-Man 2 are now making this junk. But here we are. I just don't think they know what they're doing. I don't think they have any idea. Ruckus says Toby struggled to pay rent, narcissistic a girlfriend, overbearing loudmouth boss, best friend died. Yeah, right. Remember even his landlord. Rent? Where's my money? Best friend died. Uncle B died. Ops run up on Aunt May, but he got it out the mud. Facts, bro. Facts. Like, I'm sorry, Tom Holland. I don't mind the actor, bro. I don't mind the actor because there are, as I've said, there's glimmer of hope. It's like he has it in him. They don't want him to succeed. I don't know what it is. They don't want him to succeed. That's what I'm gonna say. The studio doesn't want Tom Holland to succeed as Spider-Man. That's the only thing that makes any sense. Jumpsuit says, how you think Insomniac gonna redeem themselves after Spider-Man 2? I don't know. And I don't think they will, to be honest with you. I think they're gonna give us some slop. I think the studio that could have managed fucking 2 Spider-Men had now introduced a convoluted storyline. The same studio who fucking butchered Venom. Now you want them to handle what? Green Goblin, Doc Ock, and fucking Silk, along with Spider-Man and Miles? What? Nah, bro. Sorry. I have no faith in them. None whatsoever. These are the same people who fucking allowed themselves to get hacked and fucking Wolverine. These are the same people who apparently the studio said no. And I'm not going to knock the studio for saying no. Because I'd say no to them too. Like, wait, you want to do a multiverse? A multiplayer game? Y'all can't handle a fucking single player experience. Why the fuck would I give you more money to do a multiplayer game? That shit doesn't even make any sense. I think we were all excited, right? But I'm like, y'all mofos can't handle a fucking single player game, bro. You can't handle a single player campaign with Venom and Mary Jane. You're cutting Venom content. Now fucking Tony Todd is no longer with us, R.I.P., to give us Mary Jane? And then when people say she's OP, you have the creative director saying, I don't give a shit. Nigga, are you fucking retarded? Kick this fool off of the... If I was the head of Sony, I'm sorry, Brian Endahar would be jobless. Or at least off of that project. At least off of that project. Thank you, bye-bye, we're done. That's a no-brainer. I don't know what to tell you. That's a no-brainer. Like, more Venom or more Mary Jane? What do you think fans would want more of? Fuck it. We're going to go with Mary Jane. I'm sorry, what? You had Tony Todd come out and talk about, hey, there was tons of lines that I recorded. None of that was in the game. So now we like, okay, is there going to be a Venom game? But then we see the end of the game, and it's like, I don't know how the fuck they going to do a Venom game. Like, what are we talking about? What? Venom going to take over Harry in a coma again? Man, these writers are ass, bro. The team is ass. Fire the whole team. Fire the whole team. I saw a GDC talk of them talking about the animation. Well, we have a concept of failing forward. No, bitch, that's called being lazy. How the fuck are you gonna give me a quick time event, and then upon me failing, I still fucking win? Then what the fuck is the point of it being a quick time event? Literally, there is no purpose in you having these quick time events. You telling me if I don't press a button, or if I press the wrong button, I still get a successful outcome? You just being lazy, bro. You just being a lazy bitch. That's all you doing, bro. It's as simple as that. Because you know what that means. That means they're going to have to go the Spider-Man 3 route, right? Where, like, if you fail to press a button, you're going to have all of these sequences of fail sequences. They didn't want to do that. They're like, you know what? We're just going to call it failing forward. That's what we'll call it. That's what we'll do for the player. And it's like, either A, you think the player is retarded, or B, y'all just lazy and don't want to do, extra sequences. It's as simple as that. Either way, I don't know how that's fun for us. There's no fun in God mode. That's why you usually get God mode after you beat the game. It's not fun not being able to lose. That defeats the whole purpose of playing the game. It's, oh Lord, bro. I don't know, man. I swear, one of the Sony execs, give me one day in Insomniac. Give me one day with Insomniac, and bro, we'll be on a tight ship, bro. Tight. I'm telling you, I will get them up and running. Give me one day with them. That's all I need is one day. It'd be like boot camp. One day with the Insomniac team, bro. One day. And I'd set them straight. Because they would be fired, bro. I would go straight Doge. You want to know where we need Doge? We need Doge in the gaming industry. That's where we need Doge. Go tell Trump to have Elon go visit fucking Naughty Dog. Go visit Insomniac. Go visit BioWare. Go visit I forgot the rest. Rockstar, Rocksteady. How the fuck are you gonna come out with Arkham Knight and then give us some bullshit with the Suicide Squad? Yeah, we need Doge to go visit them, bro. Definitely Ubisoft. Definitely you. Although I think people are real happy, or at least are happy with the new Assassin's Creed game. I know there's a lot of rage at the beginning, but apparently like the parkour, they gave updates and patches to it and stuff like that, where they're like including side ejects and stuff. I'm like, okay, whatever. Yeah, we need Doge in the gaming industry. That's what we need. Get these freaking goofies out of here, man. Get these goofies out of here. It'll be a simple test. Hey, you're using crunch time. Do you A, create more Venom missions, or B, create more Mary Jane missions? Choose. Everyone who chooses B, you gotta find another job. Simple as that. Bye. Done. Easy peasy. You think Spider-Man game needs a reboot? 100%. 100% needs a reboot. 100%. But I don't think we're gonna see that until I'm fucking 80. I don't think we're gonna see another Spider-Man reboot until I'm 80. I'm like, oh my goodness, I can't wait. I can't wait to play it. You see the graphics? Oh, the mechanics look good. Yeah, that's what I think we're gonna see the next Spider-Man game, bro. Unfortunately, that's what I believe. Cause you know how they do it, bro. You know how they do it. Once they fail, they have like a failed franchise. They wait years, at least a decade to come up with something new. Like, oh well, here's a new Spider-Man game, guys. Yeah, bro. Shadows is decent as fuck. I mean, hey, I couldn't play it, bro. But if y'all enjoyed it, by all means. I'm still waiting for Shadows to come on the 7 Seas. I was like, I'll give it another chance if it comes on the 7 Seas. But other than that, yeah, no, that's not happening. That's not happening. But here's the thing. I could be wrong. Hopefully Insomniac learns from their mistakes. Hopefully. And they come with straight fire. Because this is the final game, I'm thinking. This is the final game. Hopefully they come with some straight fire, bro. Because they gotta come with fire for Spider-Man 3. But I don't think we're gonna get Spider-Man 3 anytime soon. I think we'll probably get maybe a Miles game or a Silk game or something in between. Because that's what they've done before. Right? I mean, we didn't even get fucking DLC. Like, how do you not give us DLC with a fucking Venom and Carnage in the game? We don't have any deal. Anyways. Yeah, Brian Ederhard needs to be fired. Dead ass. It's as simple as that. He needs to be fired. Or send him to a different department. I don't know what to tell you. Because that is unacceptable. Unfucking acceptable. Unacceptable. And then all the bugs that it had. And then it coming to PC. What? I don't even want to talk about it. Thoughts on Marvel Rivals giving you tokens to nullify your D-ranking? Wait, what? I don't even understand. What do you mean giving you tokens to nullify D-ranking? I haven't heard that. What do you mean? I haven't heard about this. You can pay to not lose rank? Stop it. Pay to not lose rank? What? How to prevent loss streak? Marvel's Rivals matchmaking is rigged. Facts.
Haven't realized, or you might have realized but you're not sure, but matchmaking in Marvel Rivals is definitely rigged, and a lot of this info has come from a YouTuber named Corvana. I don't know if I said it right, but I'll put his link down below. We're going to go over how matchmaking is rigged, and at the end I'll tell you how I personally fixed it for myself.
Okay, how'd you fix it?
Winners Queue, and how companies set up matchmaking in ways that maximize player retention and revenue. Companies like NetEase, the developers of Marvel Rivals, use machine learning for matchmaking to keep players engaged. Research has shown that
how do you fix it?
Aspects of matchmaking is how it can manipulate players into spending money. For example, players may be placed against others with premium skins
how do you
and
fix
be set
it?
up to lose.
All right.
Fair. The best strategy is to control how the system perceives you. The easiest ways to manipulate matchmaking is to stop playing after losing maybe 2 or 3 games in a row. This tricks the system into thinking you're about to quit, which can lead to more favorable matchups when you return. However, what I've learned works even better is to go into quick play and play it as seriously as ranked. Try to win as much as possible. Since Marvel Rivals is a new game, it makes sense that your overall win rate affects your hidden MMR. By winning mainly quick play matches, you can influence your matchmaking when you return to ranked. If you start losing in ranked again, log off for a while, play quick play again, and then return to ranked. You should notice a difference in your matchmaking experience. It also helps to play with a friend and maybe another one as well. So if you can—
No, it doesn't help to play with friends, because y'all niggas suck. Fucking garbage half the time. Sometimes you be cooking. Other times y'all be fucking trash. Then you get mofos like Trayvon be leaving right in the middle of a fucking match.
Get at least 3 people playing with you, that's always the best, because it makes it harder for the game to actually control what's happening on your team. The logic behind playing quick play seriously like it's ranked is because if the system feels like you're better than what you're supposed to be, it's gonna try to get you out of that rank quicker. So if they feel like you're smurfing, or they feel like you necessarily do not belong in that rank, they will try to match you up with people you get through those ranks and give you easier matchups. And that's the concept behind it. They don't have anything to go off of, and they want to combat smurfs, and they don't want to have people playing against smurfs for too long. Now, matchmaking in Marvel Rivals is not purely skill-based. It's designed to keep players engaged and spending money. By understanding how the system works and using strategies like taking breaks and winning in quick play, you can improve your ranked experience. Try this method out and see if it works for you.
Bet. Appreciate that, bro. X Viper TV. Bet, bro. Appreciate that. I'm gonna do that. Matter of fact, we're gonna do that right now. That's how we're gonna celebrate this 500K. And then we're gonna put some videos out tomorrow. Boy, we have a lot of videos. A lot of bullshit going on. Give Valorant a chance. Why?
202, what's the disagreement?
Oh, I really don't have one. I'm glad to see you back gaming.
Oh, I appreciate that. Yeah, I mean, we never stopped. It's just the games have just been garbage.
Hold on, you said what?
I said never stopped. It's just the games have been garbage. But go on. What's the disagreement?
Oh, yeah, because Sony is garbage. Y'all don't have no games, Lucas.
Okay, now you're talking crazy.
No, I'm speaking facts. Y'all playing our games. And if you don't know who I am, my name is P-Lump.
Our
and you can
games.
play my theme song for me. Y'all don't have no games. You're playing Xbox games.
Sir, we can't play Xbox games if it's coming out on PlayStation. Then it's no longer an Xbox game.
Oh, it is an Xbox game. You're playing Xbox games.
Sir, that doesn't make any sense. I can't play Xbox games on PlayStation.
Hello, who made the game?
I can't play Xbox games on PlayStation. That's not how the platform works.
Who produced the game, Lucas?
I can't play Xbox games on PlayStation, sir.
Who published the game?
I don't know. I just know I can't play Xbox games on PStation. If I were to get Gears of War 2 right now and try to put it in my PS5, it's not going to work.
So, Lucas, is your game not an Xbox first party game that you're playing? If it was published
Xbox
by
and first party that doesn't make any sense. There's no such thing as an Xbox first party game.
Are you fucking with my head? You know what I'm saying? If you're playing Forza and it's on a PlayStation, it's a first party Xbox content.
So no, it's now a PlayStation game.
Get the fuck.
That's what it is. It's now a PlayStation game. It's our game now. Just like Gears of War, it's now a PlayStation game. It's our game. You lose the rights to
when
Gears.
You booted, I got one question. When you booted up, do it say PlayStation or Xbox?
It doesn't say anything because I skipped the boot up. I skipped the boot
lying.
up. I skipped the boot up. I don't know what it says.
He's lying.
I don't know what it says.
Lucas,
I skipped straight to the menu.
No, it really is good to see you back playing the games, though. I'm not lying. I can't believe you actually just popped up on my screen out of nowhere. I thought the video was old. But I'm so glad you're not on your political shit. I listen to you when you be talking your political shit, but I'm glad to see you still gaming though, man. Really.
We do. It keeps me sane.
Yeah, I just wanted to come talk some shit. You be saying some real shit, but like people try to play with you like you're crazy. But I'm like, y'all need to pay attention to this man. He be on to some shit. I mean, he ain't got much sense when it comes to having common sense about being a PlayStation fanboy.
Sir,
but that's something totally
that's
different.
crazy coming off an L, which was Indiana Jones. That's crazy. Crazy coming off an L, which was Indiana Jones. That's insane.
It was an L.
So, I know it wasn't a W. Y'all don't have W's in the Xbox alphabet.
Y'all brought the game, Lucas.
Sir, I don't even think it qualifies as a game. That was just like a long demo.
That wasn't a game.
No, sir, that was a long demo.
Dad simulators y'all have.
That was a long demo, bro. That's what that was.
All the walking sad dad simulators
sir,
y'all have.
That's literally what Indiana Jones game was, except you whipping people like a slave master.
Hey, no, I'm not gonna lie. I did like the whip. I really was literally walking around whipping. Hey, no, I like that whip. That shit was funny. That's all I kept doing was whipping people. They shouldn't have never did that. And then you can hear the sound of the whip cracking them, though. That shit is hilarious,
That's
man.
Crazy. That's crazy. I rest my case, sir. But you have a good day.
No.
You have a good day, and I appreciate the call.
Right, man.
Take care.
All right.
I'm telling you, it just you can go Google Xbox alphabet, bro. Is L L L L L L L L L L L L L L L L L L L L L L L L L L L L L L L L. They got more than 28 characters. That's all they know. That's all they know. This man happy he going around whipping people. He's like, you know what? I forgive the slave masters because this is fun. Damn shame, bro. That's how they conditioning you. That's how they conditioning you through the video games, bro. Damn shame. Anyways, that's gonna be the stream. Thank you to everyone, bruh. I appreciate it, man. I really do. Y'all have no idea. Means a lot. I'll try and do my best. Marvel Rivals is boring compared to Valorant. Okay. Say that to the player numbers, bro. Say that to the reoccurring players. We're gonna see what those numbers are. Anyways, I'll catch y'all mañana. For those of y'all who play, we're gonna go over to Marvel Rivals on the animation channel. Appreciate y'all, bro. It's been a long road, bro. It's been a long road. Long, rough road. I'll look up the chrono tokens. If that's the case, then that's stupid then. Because now we're going to get a bunch of freaking lames who have money just, rigging games. Appreciate it. Everyone, take care. Stay safe. Be amazing. And remember, you can. Yes, you can. Remember, like Bob the Builder. Yes, you can. Yes, we can, bro. Yes, we can. Adios, muchachos.